You think people should pay off their mortgage if they can? Mortgage interest is less than investment returns on average. It depends on the interest rate that you're paying every month. If you have like a 2% interest rate, you should not pay that down. If you have a 3% or a 4%, I wouldn't pay it down. Once you get above like 6, you could make the strong case that paying it down is a smart thing to do because that's a greater return than a U.S. Treasury. What is paying it down? I'll explain it. Yeah, these might seem like simple questions. Please ask them. I think most young people don't know enough about mortgages. So let's say you owe $500K on a house. Every month you'll make your payment. So some part of the payment goes to interest and some part goes to actually owning a piece of the house. Early on, most of your payments go to interest. And as your payments go on, you get more and more of it towards the principal and less to the interest. And you get more and more pieces of the house, okay? What you can do is ahead of time, you can pay more than your monthly payment and just pay purely to this because your interest is only on this remaining part. So the more you pay this down, the less interest you're paying in total. So if I got this loan at a 6% interest rate, then everything I pay off early, it's like I'm earning 6% on that money. Well, most people say, because most people have interest rates that are like 2%. So rather than take this 5K and put it here, put it into the stock market, or you put it into treasuries, or you put it into something else that earns more than 2%. The interest is the cost you pay for borrowing the money. Can you explain what refinancing a house, loan house is and how it works? Yeah, sure. This is your house. You're a Zoomer who just bought a house. Good for you. The interest rates, when you buy the house, let's say there's 6%. So you got a monthly payment, it's going towards 6% interest and the principal. When you get this, you're like, man, that's a high payment. This interest rate's kind of high. In the future, if this number goes down, if interest rates go down to like 4%, you can take out a new $500K loan at 4% and pay off this one completely. And so now you're paying this new loan at a lower interest rate. Refinancing is once interest rates are lower, you just take out a big loan and kind of just redo your first loan. The real problem with it is that realtors will lie to you. So when you're going to get a house and you're like, man, this monthly payment is high, they go, don't worry, marry the house, date the rate. This rate's going to go down. You can refinance, your payments will go down. They promise you that. They lie to you. They have no fucking idea. The rates might go up. They get a cut of this sale and they just want you to get the deal done. You're only taking a refinance on the part of the principal you haven't paid. If you have a $500K loan and you pay down 20K, you're doing a $480K. And then the last thing I'll say, because I want you to understand. What I'm talking about here is a fixed rate. That's where you have a 30-year mortgage and you're paying the same interest every year, 30 years. Many countries don't have this, and some places in America are now doing adjustable rate mortgages again, which again was one of the big problems in 2008. But we're gonna give you a $500K loan, and the first 3 years will be 2% interest, or 1% interest, or 0% interest. You'll have very low payments for the first 3 years. And then after 3 years, it'll adjust up to the market rate, whatever that is. But don't worry, by then it's gonna be low. And what happens with adjustable rate mortgages is that people get them and they can make the payments, and then all of a sudden it spikes up to the actual rate, 6%. And their payment goes from $1,200 to $3K, and they can't afford it. And all of a sudden it's fucking chaos. And then they have to kind of try to sell the house to get out of the money, and everyone's trying to sell at the same time, and the prices come down. That's like 2008.